keep it up, app lover.
Baron, you gonna have to save some for us this time, man. You've been killing them a little bit too much solo. Save a brother song.
What do you mean? Save what?
Y'all don't have nothing.
What's going on, YouTube? We're back again. We missed the week last week because of the snowstorm, but we're back.
I'm getting some feedback.
Somebody in the background.
They recorded me and shit. Boy, I tell you,
that
freaky ass motherfucker.
Somebody playing some in the background.
No.
All right,
We're back with the weekly multiplayer podcast. Didn't do it last week because if you guys don't know, we had a big snowstorm over this way.
Down the hill.
Yeah, a lot of everything. You know what I mean? So we're back. Oh, Danny, no posters. Any posters going on, good bro? We're back with like I said, the multiplayer podcast. We hope to have a very entertaining show tonight, say the least. As you guys come in, you know the rules. Sit down, hit the like button, pop in the comment in the chat, pop your shit, and we're gonna make it happen. As the room is filling up, I'm gonna start from left to right. See what's going on with these good brothers. I haven't spoken to them in about a week. All day, you there, good brother?
Yeah, what up? What up?
What's been going on with you, brother?
Chilling, man.
Playing
some games too.
Into?
Nah, I'm trying to finish up Persona 5 and playing some Doom.
Okay,
I've actually been on my Switch almost every day. You know what I mean? So been putting a lot of work on the Switch.
Okay, for sure. Good brother K Mega 405. You haven't been here in a while. What's going on with you, good brother?
What's up, man? I'm in a pit, man. I'm in a pit full of ponies, man. What's happening? You know, K Mega is not afraid.
Hey, K Mega, you ever seen American Me?
Yeah. No, that ain't happened to me. Ain't happened to me, but no, man, just chilling, man. Just been grinding, been working, so I can go ahead and get out here to E3, man. I'm excited, so I can go ahead and stomp the shit out all day when I see him.
Oh, I think gonna ride the trunk.
Anyway, but no, we're gonna have a good time, man.
Now, listen, before I go on, like I said, I ain't got any coup. Now they said every time Xbox takes the L, you be MIA on the multiplayer. Now say it ain't so, good brother.
Ain't nothing. Why would I be there, man? I'm working.
Okay, Mega, you out here ducking in these gaming streets, bro?
Never that.
You got the trench coat on with the little hat,
man. I mean,
dipping around corners.
Hey, man, I just said before we got on air where I'm finna go to make a guest appearance, and if that's me, that's what I call ducking, then it is what it is. So I don't duck from anything, man. I love the challenge. I like the hate, man. I tell you, it embraces me, man. It makes me want to do more. So,
all right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to all you guys who said what's up to me. I'm just now looking at I can see my screen now. Shout out to everybody in here. Like I said, hit the like button. Who I got at the K Mega? I got look at my screen. We got my brother Post. What's going on with you, good brother Post?
You already know, Mr. Let's Talk About It, Mr. Ban. All RIP Xbox podcast is in the building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a great show today. Hopefully, I ain't gotta go to no awakenings or pull out the eulogy or anything like that, but more than likely it's gonna happen. So I'm ready.
All right, for sure. Who I got after my good brother Post? Who's that? J Dubs?
Yeah, buddy.
What's going on with you, good brother?
Same old. Hey, everybody, it's your boy J Dub, aka Kratos, the god of PlayStation and all things gaming. I am here in the house. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all been seeing Twitter all day. Y'all been seeing the grenades thrown. Let's get it.
You got a lot of time on your hand, bro.
Yeah, buddy.
Cutting up.
I'm off this week too.
Oh, wait. All right, my man, he gets his troll on. He started about 6 a.m.
Yeah.
I still had to block his ass. What the fuck is this? In the morning with this shit, man.
Block early, huh? He up early with it.
That's why I met him. Like, who the hell is this on what? It's about 5:45 a.m. This nigga crazy. Hey, Baron, what's going on, good brother? The people been asking you to come back with your rhetoric. What's going on with you, good brother?
You know what it is. What I do. You know, every time I'm on Twitter or every time I'm on YouTube, I speak the damn gospel and I speak the damn truth. And I'm going to come back on here and tell you I told you so. I told you so. And I hope everybody learned last time. Don't ever challenge me in Madden. You will get embarrassed. Yeah, I heard about that.
Hey, Baron, what was the final score?
Other shit. Oh, it was 42-14.
Oh,
Hey, you know what?
Who did you do like that? Who did you do like that?
What's my man named Triple Cup Chuck? My man with the Louisiana accent.
Oh, my boy Chuck.
I try to tell that Bama ass.
He got whooped by Mario. Come on, God.
I said, listen here, man. This beat your ass, gonna whoop your ass in that Madden. You can say what you want about Baron, that switch playing ass nigga. He gonna bust your ass in that Madden.
This videos on Twitter, like it was ugly.
Yeah,
it
3
was
interceptions. It was ugly, bro.
Yeah, we gonna have to
Yeah,
play
man, I'm
some,
just triple cupping, chucking them up. I was playing that man. Now I had to go ahead and lost.
Hey, don't be mad. Don't be messy. Don't be messy. Don't be getting up on my boy, man.
I told him, man. I tried to.
Hey, man, look.
They ain't got no sense, bro.
It's like this, man. It's like this.
Multiplayer.
People got to understand what you know. I just be honest with people, whether you like my opinions or you agree with me or you disagree with me on certain things. I just be honest with you. And I told that man straight up, before he played me, this is not what you want to do. This is not what you want to do. You're going to get embarrassed. It's going to happen. And that's what happened.
Yeah,
I don't know what.
He tried to save him too. So he tried to tell.
I tried hard, and everybody was talking about, oh, I'm ducking and all this other stuff. I was like, no, I was trying to save all the shred of credibility he had left.
And y'all played on the Xbox too?
Yeah, we played on Xbox.
Oh God,
yeah, that thing was like 42-14.
Yeah,
I lost on his home turf. God,
I only played, and he was at home too to make it work.
It's all good, though, man.
So look, this is your chance now to understand that I am the Aegis and the Emperor of YouTube in this gaming thing. So what I say is the gospel, and you need to take it as the gospel. Don't be another victim like Triple Cup Chuck.
Hey man, I don't know you, but that shit sounded quite far fetched to me. I mean, but that's okay.
Yo, I
don't know.
Somebody gonna learn today, ain't it?
Everybody, I'll take my L. But I know this. Everybody else that's on this panel has taken the L from me, especially Z in that big time.
That's
so,
like
I mean, look.
Oh, now he don't play
that.
He
don't play that. He don't play that. Come on,
like
man.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying.
So wait a minute. After everybody in here just warned you, are you really saying you're trying to creep and challenge me in Madden?
I'll play anything, man. We don't call him. Let me just say this.
Oh man.
Okay, there's a listener that listened to us, man, and I don't play. I can't stand 2K online. But I get in there and I take it. I'll take my L in that shit. I'm getting better and better at it, though. I played Lemon not too long ago. Had a close game. Then, when he beat me, because I whooped his ass at DBZ like it wasn't nothing. He needs some more training. Then it was more like since he got the win in 2K, it was all good. And then there's this one little cat, like I said, he's been dusting me. So if I lose, I lose. But I'm all about the competition. So if you want to do it,
if he dies, he dies.
I mean, it's okay. Hey. Ram Nation, stand up, baby. Let's go.
We don't have to stream this.
Yeah.
I don't know if K Mega pulling a triple Cup Chuck. But I gotta see this one.
Hey, man.
I mean, look. He
after GRG, I got no problem with that. We
man, Jesus Christ, man. Why are we doing this right now? Why are we doing this? I don't get it.
Each other right now.
Man say he hosts the Madden tournaments when they come. K Mega, my man say he hosts the Madden tournaments when they come to town.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, what's up? Welcome to Old City, man. We here.
Oh man.
So I mean,
look, I'm gonna put you like this. I don't have to play you. You ain't talking greasy like what's the name did last. Look, I don't know what Microsoft asshole you crawled out of, but I don't want to make you a meme. I do not want to make you a meme on Twitter. That's all I'm saying. I really don't.
We'll see. I guess we'll see, right?
Oh man,
it's up to you. It's up to you.
It ain't up. No, it ain't up to me. I'll crush you any day. I don't matter. I'm just gonna give you I'm gonna give you the duration of this whole podcast just to think about what you asking. That's all I'm gonna do.
I called you. I called you out. I said, hey man, after GRG, we can go ahead and we can go ahead and lace them up. Do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Something comes out.
Y'all really trying to fight?
So, he don't want that. He definitely don't want that smoke in no motherfucking fighting games. But
hey, listen, you delusional, my nigga. I don't know. I got the wrestler on this one.
What's going on, Alex?
Yo, what up, B?
Hey, man, Copus, what's going on? Like I said, I did a show with you yesterday, but I haven't really spoken to you in a while. What's good with you, man?
Shit, been working, man. What's good with you, man?
Well, I'm out here, it's looking real spooky for me out in these gaming streets. I'm getting death threats.
You sound like a scary ass bitch.
We was trying to give you that contract yesterday, you know what I mean?
You see, I got my PlayStation on.
Hey, let's get it.
Yo, you real disrespectful on this show right now.
I'm getting right back there, man.
This is a time podcast where we gonna let the show proceed, but this is the time where you got to tap your brother on the shoulder and pull him to the side and talk to him. I'm gonna holler at you after the show.
Look at this clown back here.
Hey, listen,
what's up? Trying to save him.
Hey, Post, man, you haven't seen some of the tweets. You haven't seen some of the videos, man.
I'm gonna holler at you after the show, brother.
They're calling my phone. They're attacking me all over. Kids,
man, you sound scary as hell, man. Come on.
Damn, hey, everybody, hey, look at Zeke's background, bro.
Yeah.
He signed that contract. Look at him.
Yeah, man.
Bloodborne downloaded.
They told me it was less toxic over here, man. I can have an opinion.
Hell, it's less everything over there, man. It's desolate over there, man. It's
petition. They sound signing petitions.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. Let me get this straight.
So like the party chats, bro.
We're gonna go through his gears withdrawal.
So you completely abandoned Microsoft? Is that what this is?
I mean, I'm still gonna play there, but I may be taking my vested interest. So
wait a minute. So basically, you telling me you taking your talents to the interactive movie machine?
Hey, listen,
listen.
That's what you do.
Disrespecting you heard, Wrestler?
Hey, y'all chill out. This is perfect timing, right? We got God of War coming out pretty soon.
Pay the bills, Z.
I'm just saying.
Joint, so
I'm just asking a question.
Hey, go ahead, man.
Shout out to Von Lamont with the $3 3-piece.
Yeah,
Next Gen joined the dark side.
Now listen,
most of his next.
Like a tinky
we got another one.
That motherfucker, you gonna be out there playing No Name Cody with his
Talk to him, man.
It takes me to take my South Beach, right? To keep my family safe and my well-being and peace of mind.
What in the world?
Do you know that those
they don't even talk in party chat.
You know those dudes over there, your kids will not be safe. They like to play with little girls and motherfucking squirting water guns, bro.
Whoa.
Hey Z, I'm gonna tell you like Suge Knight told everybody. If you don't want people all in your videos dancing and checking and jiving, come over to the death row side.
Hey, hold on.
Get your ass down somewhere.
He said death row.
Hey, Daniel.
For what, Nintendo? Yeah, that shit's dead, all right.
No. I mean, if Microsoft Death Row, I guess you got the death part, right? But
Okay. Let's start.
It ain't gonna be one of them type of shows. It ain't gonna be one of them type of shows.
Let's have a good time, man. Let's go ahead.
Daniel J.
Friendships will be lost tonight.
Dropped $2 in the super chat. He said I was baptized. And I'm turning back now. But listen here, on all serious, like I said, I've gotten some very, very alarming pictures, videos sent to me. I got one dude had one tooth in his mouth, literally, like he. That boy, he said, "Find my place, coon." Literally, I said, well, "God damn."
Nigga talking whistle at the same time.
You know what I mean? I'm like, well, dang.
Hey, at least the setup in the back is right. You got that PlayStation box on top. I see you, baby.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I don't know, man.
Pay the bills. Pay the bills.
Shout out to Lamont for the $5 KFC box.
Yep.
El Mega, you talking about Tinky Winky, but you're excited for Sea of Thieves, Lord.
Hey, more people gonna be playing Sea of Thieves than gonna be playing Noonie Cooney. Know that.
Listen, that little advertisement they got right now
fire, though.
with the pig, chase the pig, hug the pig, love the pig. Like, what is that, boy?
Hey, man, we gonna have a good time with the pig.
Yeah,
man.
okay, I know.
Y'all got
They're gonna be doing some strange things with that pig too, huh?
The White Gloves edition.
Fire. They moving from 4 players to 6 players too.
Yeah.
They're moving from 4 players to 6-player squads. It's gonna be fire.
It's gonna be. I heard.
While y'all playing with pigs, I'm gonna be killing gods in God of War.
Does it come with white gloves? Does Sea of Thieves?
Y'all gonna chill with them white gloves. He was on the show looking like a pallbearer.
Hey, I'm gonna call y'all motherfuckers nannies. Y'all be taking care of that little white boy all day and night.
Oh no, man, that little white boy demigod, man.
Hey man, it don't matter, man. Y'all gonna have to change his diaper and shit before he gets to a badass, man. Good luck with
all day in here. What up, all day, man? Is he still there? Is the boss? All day?
What up, bro?
What up, man?
Oh yeah, but like I said, the title of the show, as you guys come, like I said, hit the like button, man. It's crazy, right? Shout out to Ram. We was on Porter Rock show yesterday, and we talked about a bunch. Actually, I didn't realize we did this was like 3 hours long. Like, god damn.
Oh,
yeah. But he brought up a topic or something came about, you know what I mean, about Microsoft, the future and where they're going with their gaming, and that with the Xbox Game Pass, you know what I mean. And then Rand said he maybe surmised from some things he maybe heard rumblings, whatever, that Microsoft in the future you're going to see Xbox Game Pass on rival consoles, so you'll get maybe Halo, whatever it is at the time, on your Switch, and Gears of War, whatever, on your PlayStation, whatever. And I was like, well, damn, that just really left it. That right there, ain't gonna lie, that kind of shook me to my core. I'm like, what the hell? And then this article that came out today, and I want to get you guys' opinion on this. Actually, let me share my screen. There we go. Here, I'm Mr. Share my screen. Shout out to Clear Rock.
The Verge.
Share my screen. It says here, Microsoft Cloud Gaming Division introduced a new wave of gaming beyond the Xbox. Now, I know it was rumored before that Microsoft was supposed to be making some type of Fire Stick that you can plug into your TV and have access to their games. You know what I mean? So basically, like I said, more or less, that you most likely be able to have to play Xbox exclusive games, not on hardware, but besides PC. Like, what do you guys think? Thoughts about this? Is Microsoft just going to say, are they getting out of the console business now? Like, talk to me. Anybody?
I don't think they're getting out of the console business, but this is what's going to happen, right? They're working on a service. They're going to allow that service to be on any and every device, no matter what you say, is any and every device, all devices that they possibly can to get paid. They're going to keep some hardware there, but I don't expect them to keep investing billions and billions of dollars on the Xbox One X2 or all the high-end stuff. I think they're just going to obviously have an Xbox for the people who like the console. So they're going to have hardware there for the short term, but we're talking long term. If this service is the way that they want to go, and this is what they're predicting in the future, then it is what it is. But once you give up your IPs, first they gave it, they start giving them up to the PC. And then once, this service starts rolling out, it's going to go to other devices, whether it's TV, whether it's PlayStation, Switch, or whatever. It is what it is. I just don't see them not putting it on the biggest market out there, which is the PlayStation, 80-something. Then you got Nintendo coming right up the rear. They're going to be about 20, 30 at the end of the year. So I don't see them just dismissing those consoles and just putting it on TVs because they're already on the PC. So I
totally disagree. I think the devices that they're considering, I think the device that they're talking about is TV, PCs, iOS, and Android devices. I don't see them putting streaming services on the PlayStation.
Why not?
Or the Nintendo. I just don't see it. Also, this is not only about that too. This is this initiative in regards to the cloud, if you would have read the article, is to put a team together to approach developers to use their PlayFab and Azure back-end servers. To have more developers use that. This division that they set up is catered to reaching out to developers. So like Ubisoft use it even for the PlayStation 4. Ubisoft use all Azure servers for their content. And so they want to get more developers to do that. If it goes to the Switch, I don't know if Sony might allow that streaming service on the PlayStation. We may not know. This generation that we're in now, who's to say what's going to happen in the future and what the number's going to be and who's going to be ahead and who's going to be losing. But I just see PC, TVs, iOS and Android devices benefiting from the streaming service.
So
I totally agree.
If Game Pass takes off, right, and blows the fuck up, the streaming service coincides with it in a couple years. What the fuck? What makes you think it won't be on anything else?
Well, because of this reason.
They're gonna maximize their profits, period.
Well, okay, look, they're already maximizing their profits. If you look at their revenue from year in to year in, they always
want more.
Okay, but but you got to understand what the article was basically trying to say. And of course, there's other articles that's been kind of clickbaiting and stuff about that they're
media bias.
Yeah, well, they're also trying to bring out like you're going to see a Halo or Gears on a PlayStation, which PlayStation is not going to do it. Look how hard it is to cross-play with PlayStation. What makes
is Netflix on PlayStation right now?
That's we're talking about an app. We're talking about service.
That's what Xbox app is going to do.
But game. Okay, look at this. You got to look at it from the bigger.
K-Mac about to lose his shit.
I'm never losing my shit. We're talking about gaming, bro. This is
the bigger picture is like Phil said. Everything on anywhere in every device. He said every device.
They're trying to reach 2 billion gamers.
PlayStation is not going to make that type of move.
This nigga's a bot, bro.
Sony at some point
is the thing.
Sony at some point is going to do the same thing.
Right. Sony's going to do the same thing. Why? If that was the case, already
Sony making money. That's the difference.
Hold on.
Added EA access.
You think that they brought Geica and online? Hold on. You think they brought Geica and online?
Is doing this.
Can I ask a question? Let me ask a question. You think Sony brought? Okay, go ahead.
Von Lamont, he said, after this news, what's the really point of owning an Xbox now?
This is all speculation from people that's not understanding what
Phil Spencer said it with his own mouth. You guys just don't listen.
But also, you ain't listening because Phil Spencer said he's been saying more than one occasion.
Show me where he said it's not going to come to the PlayStation and Switch. He said he wants it on as many and every device imaginable.
They're not going away from the consoles sometime soon. Okay, just look at it from like this. You have the Xbox One X that's already available, and that's going going on its first year. That console is going to last for at least 5 years. You're going to have the Xbox 2, which is already in development. The PlayStation 5 will most likely come out in 2020. It's not coming out next year. It's coming out in 2020. And so basically, when you say Xbox X that comes over right. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me make the point. And you're going to have the Xbox come shortly after that, the Xbox 2. So basically, you're going to tell me that they're going to scrap all that just to throw an app on the PlayStation?
Yes.
PlayStation is not going to allow that.
Why not? Why not?
Because
they're going to have hardware.
Halo on a PlayStation controller?
PlayStation is going to do the same thing that Microsoft is doing.
PlayStation wouldn't allow the app just.
They're not even allowing crossplay all day. They're not even allowing crossplay.
Everybody want to build you. This is not Microsoft. Hold on.
They can have the best of both worlds.
Hold on. This is just not Microsoft goal. Sony want the same goal as Microsoft. Billions of gamers. Hold on.
Listen, Sony's making money off their hardware, though.
Hold on. To sit up here and think that Microsoft is the only one that's aiming to do this, when you got NVIDIA who got a cloud gaming service, you have publishers like EA, you have publishers like Ubisoft and things like that who's thinking to get into the cloud gaming. This is where the industry as a whole is heading.
Right.
Sony did not purchase Geica and online for the PS.
You're not understanding. You have Hulu and you
to
have
leave
Netflix,
PS. Just listen.
You
They
have
did not
Hulu,
buy.
you have Netflix,
They
right?
did not buy those
You have
services.
Hulu and you have
Hold on.
Netflix.
They did not buy those services to leave PS Now in the condition that it's in.
Exactly.
Services over time they change. They become better based off consumers and things like that. Based off what other companies are doing. If y'all sitting up here thinking that Nintendo and Sony and these third-party companies are not watching what Game Pass is doing, you're stupid.
But
and
they
if
have-
Microsoft
but wait.
succeed with this,
But
believe
first-
me, it's gonna get replicated like everything.
Oh, wait,
else.
wait,
But
wait,
it
hold
has
on,
to
hold on.
succeed
Hold
first.
on, let
It
me-
has to
let
be
me-
popping first.
Hold on, man. God
ahead,
damn it.
Go ahead.
Please. Jesus
ahead.
Christ.
Go ahead.
I sat here for like 2 minutes, man. What did I say last time I came on this show?
Here we go with this.
Preach.
And basically, Kratos said the same exact thing I said last time, which y'all just did not believe for some reason. Now we got an article that supports exactly what I said last time, yet we are still sitting here in this room, damage controlling what is going to happen. I do not get it.
So
My opinion is
I
not.
don't get it.
My
opinion is
perspective.
not-
What more does happen? What more does have to happen?
Bro, doesn't mean that you absolutely.
All right, I want you-
That's what I'm
That doesn't. No, it's just the
Baron, you know
fact
what's
that.
going to happen?
Oh my God.
2 years from now,
years
we're
from
gonna
now.
we're gonna be sitting here on this
We're
podcast.
gonna have the Xbox One X.
We're gonna be playing Halo on Switch, on
No,
the
you're not.
PlayStation, everything
No, you're
else,
not.
and these
Here-
guys are gonna be there. Damn
The
it,
Switch
Pro,
will not even be able
talking
to
about
play
how.
Halo.
Hey, hold on.
Here-
Forza is not
Come on,
good.
Let me finish my point before y'all go into
Go
that.
ahead. Go ahead.
My point is, if it walk like a duck and it quack like a duck,
It's a
it's
duck.
a damn duck.
Hold on.
Jesus Christ! So
Z,
look
we
at this.
Z,
Look
we're
at this.
not really
This
into
is
the
basically
show
what
that
I.
much,
This is
and we
basically
already
what I
got
said.
RIP Xbox
Okay.
podcast.
Listen, this is basically what I said last time.
Let me break it down for you guys.
I said,
You're
no,
not
let me finish what I'm saying. I
Okay, go
said,
ahead, go ahead.
you will most likely get another Xbox because most likely they already probably started on that. But I said, we don't know exactly what this next Xbox is going to be. I even came out and went on a limb and went on a branch and went way out and said maybe it's a digital only type of system where you just get your game streamed directly to you.
Just like everybody.
That's not going to stop Game Pass from shifting from PC to any other platform, just like Phil Spencer said. That's not going to stop that. But what I did tell you is that every move Microsoft is making is for them to get out of the hardware business. I don't know why y'all still in denial about that. It is what it is.
Nobody's in denial.
Let me pay the bills real quick, Megan.
I mean, that's the
He
goal.
He gonna
for
cry
all
in the
of
car.
them.
Watch.
No, it's not the goal for all of them.
Yes,
This is
it
the goal
is.
for Microsoft.
Yeah,
It's
no,
the
that's-
goal for
It is
all
not the
of
goal
them.
for Nintendo. That's damn sure not the goal for
all of
Nintendo.
Why is it when
It's-
Microsoft
No,
brings
it's
out-
not.
It's a
Why
goal
is
for
it-
all of them.
No, it's not.
Hold on, none of them really make money off hardware.
No, it's
really
not.
make money off
Really?
hardware.
Nintendo
They make
definitely makes money off for hardware. I don't know what the hell you talking
Their
about.
money
Pay the bills.
driver
Wait,
is
we gotta pay the
software
bills.
and services.
Oh,
bro.
you gotta
Pay the bills, G. Pay the
All right,
bills.
I want to say one thing. All right,
This is a
my man Von Lamont back at it again. $5. I'm about to get my eat on. He said, post up. Sony and Nintendo first party games are selling. Most of Xbox games flop. Good point.
Look, this is an industry thing.
All right, hold on.
And it's not just in the gaming industry.
hold on.
It's industry wide in regards to digital and cloud-based systems. To solely blame this on Microsoft, to sit up here and just blame this on Microsoft and don't think Sony or Nintendo
blame it on
don't want
my
the same
father.
thing, it's crazy.
All right, hold
You
on.
are crazy. That's not when Nintendo. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this.
Crazy.
Hold on, let me
Y'all trying to lump. You're trying to lump.
let me answer him real quick because he's messed. His mind is fucked up right now.
Nah, my mind ain't
it's
fucked up.
yes, it is. Listen
No,
to
it's
what I'm
not.
telling you. Nintendo already chose the path they're going. They believe the hybrid console is the future. That's not what Sony and Microsoft believe. Nintendo chose their path. That's what they're banking on, and that's what they're going with. And so far, they are right about that. The hybrid console is definitely a model that people today want. So Microsoft is banking on people want gaming streamed as a service to them. That's what their view is. That's two totally different directions.
Okay, but
Two totally different directions. Nintendo is damn sure trying to stay in hardware.
Baron, can I ask you a question? Do you look at technological trends outside of games?
Here go this Einstein nigga.
Here we go. What that got? That has nothing to do.
Yes, it does. Yes,
No, it doesn't.
I got a question for you.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Right? For you and Megan. Here's a question, right?
Okay.
You're saying with this cloud computing thing, right? Whatever the case, that Microsoft was not looking to get out of the hardware business, right? This is your guys' stance, right?
No, I didn't.
Phil said it himself.
They are trying to get out of the
Phil said it himself.
They are trying to get out of the hardware business, but so is PlayStation as well. Listen.
Oh my God. Hey, pay bills.
I don't know why these niggas want to throw PlayStation and everything, bro.
When has the loser?
Yeah, you gotta learn how to take an L by yourself. Stop throwing Sony in there, man.
Yes, listen. When has the loser ever?
Those two are in the same boat together. When you look at it from what the bigger perspective is of what's going on, keep making consoles cost hell of a lot of money. You don't think that if you think that you're going to have consoles that's going to be up there with the high-end PCs for that has
these old niggas just want to play games with a TV remote.
It's an industry shift. Microsoft is just getting there first. This is the industry shift. And Phil still says it's going to be some hardware there. Even with the streaming, he still said in that article that y'all saying is pretty much proof that they're getting out the hardware business. He said that's still hardware.
He said that 3 or 4 times.
The bill.
Okay, hold on. He says here, listen, let me read this position before I pay the bills. He says, the company has launched a new cloud gaming division that suggests a wider scope of development. Indeed, gaming is changing beyond recognition. Cloud gaming is allowing players to stream games and could eventually allow gaming without hardware. Okay. Now, I'm not claiming to be the sharpest goddamn knife in the drawer.
You ain't
talking about looking to expand their gaming portfolio beyond the goddamn Xbox.
Okay, they're talking about the other. What else that Microsoft owns? PC. And then let me ask you this. Let me ask you guys this question: does PC have more gamers on it, or does PlayStation, or does Nintendo? Which one?
Which have more gamers on it?
Yeah, which one out of the three?
I'm gonna answer your question.
PC and cell phones.
All right. Let me first pay the bills. My man.
Hold on, wait.
Pay the bills.
Go ahead.
My man said, Gauntlet said, state your price next gen. Get rid of L, make it the ultimate corporate cocksucker.
So with the accusation, I'll bit my tongue. Hold on.
Listen, Z.
Yes.
Whenever in the modern history of the world has the loser ever dictated where the industry goes?
Oh shit!
Hold on. Xbox has been innovating.
How do you know? This is the industry going this way.
Do you understand what forecasting is? Do you understand what forecasting is?
They should have forecasted this L ever since 2013 if they good at forecasting.
Well, in 2013, they did forecast the initial Xbox that they tried to put out, which they tried to do. Hold on, the initial Xbox they tried to put out, which they did try to give. They tried to like really change things, too much things at one time. We're pretty much at that right now. All our systems is always online. Hold on. I'm just saying, though. Everything that people complain about with what Microsoft was offering in 2013, we have now. The DRM, the always online and all that stuff. We have that now. So they was right. But the time to put that out,
who is we?
Long time for it. I'm just saying, everybody got on Microsoft.
Who want to answer this question? Who want to answer this question? Mega. I asked you, right?
Why y'all didn't answer my question?
Oh,
what's your question?
Well, let me pay the bills first, and I answer your question, whatever you're asking me, and you can answer this question. You double on me, all right? Gauntlet's back at it. So what steps?
They lost up.
So what steps should Xbox take to get their pristine place back in gaming? Mega?
Quiet to the motherfucker.
No, I didn't know who he was talking to. I guess.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
All right, basically, this Xbox is right now.
This nigga nervous?
He said what? He said, well, right now, Xbox.
Xbox has got the hardware.
Okay.
And now they got to provide the games. That's all that is to it.
What type of games are we talking about? Now, I heard my man earlier today. What's my man name? What's the guy's name? Cappuccino. I mean, goddamn Kaleidoscope. So we need more mocap. We need more mocap.
Look, all this damage control.
Look,
we're making an epic trade.
I didn't get to watch my boy.
Post up, and I'm taking his spot.
I didn't get to watch my boy Kaleidoscope's.
Oh my god!
This is where.
Hold on.
I don't agree with these.
Hold on. We're gonna pay the bills. Ross set up $5. He say people still in denial despite the Bernie building. My bro King's Blood Gaming with the $1.99. He say Jay, they dictated when they dropped Xbox Live. Fuck nigga.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, so anyway, so basically, when you got the only thing that people are trying, well, the gaming community is trying to bring up is that they don't have any games, and they're bringing out a different variety of games.
No, they got games, bro.
Z don't
give a fuck about.
Z's talking about. Z's talking about like more ultra realistic games.
Oh, nigga.
Different type of
men
games.
want.
Some that men want, I guess, whatever. But the fact of it is that when you were playing, well, hold on, wait a minute. You over here playing Persona. What are you talking about?
I'm playing Doom as well.
Oh shit.
Come on, bro.
What's wrong with Persona?
I think the point is answering the question. What can Microsoft do to regain their place? They can't do anything to regain their place. It's lost, gone.
No, it's not. If you're talking about this generation,
it's definitely lost, gone. You know why? You know why it's lost, gone?
Lost, gone for the fact that just all they gotta do is just do exactly what PlayStation 3 did last generation.
Well,
they came strong with the games at the last part to give them the games that you get remakes.
That's not winning this generation.
Hey, Mega, wait.
About winning this generation.
So what you said? So you're still giving them a shot? Or I don't. What you mean?
What?
Are you still giving Microsoft a shot? Like, what you talking about? Like, what do you mean? All you guys will start releasing the
Microsoft, as long as Microsoft is making money, I don't really think that they care so much.
Who cares about how much money they making if they're not giving the gamers what they want? And that's games
and consoles. What are you talking about?
Listen.
This is what y'all talking about.
No. K-Mega. All these years, you guys were spent talking about how Sony was going out of business, how they was broke, they was selling buildings, and these guys ended up dropping VR on your ass.
Sony
ended up dropping all these games.
So you saying Sony has more money than Microsoft?
Grabbing Kojima, by cutting all these third-party deals, going to them specifically, and at the end of the day, Microsoft got all this money, and how has that helped the Xbox? It hasn't.
You don't want to look at the bigger picture, bro.
The money argument needs to go out the door.
Wait, let K-Mega answer it. Let him answer it.
I just say one thing though. Wait, G-Dubs. Listen, this is a friendly. This is goddamn expedition. You ain't got to go for the goddamn throat like that, man. Like, come on, get the room. God damn, that man.
You cannot let the only thing, the reason why you guys are saying that the Xbox is getting crushed is because of sales. That's it.
No, nigga, I don't like this they putting out.
You know what I'm saying? PlayStation. Damn it, my mic messed up.
Your mic messed up.
Was a disappointing year. You have to be in regards to you have to be honest. 2017 was a disappointing year content-wise.
Disappointing.
It was terrible.
Xbox had one.
It was disappointing. It was terrible.
Xbox had one bad year, and you guys are trying to act like that.
It's been more than that. It's probably been like the last 3 years.
It's
been the last 3 years, bro. It's been longer than the years.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up now. Wait. I didn't know denial, went that far back. Let's be real what it was. The PS4 and the Xbox One were dry as hell for the first 2 years. That's not even damage control.
I agree.
Microsoft came in, Sony came in and finally, after being the delay station for so long, finally started dropping their franchises. Microsoft had the problem of really not having enough big franchises to gain more interest into that platform. That's why they fell behind so fast. Right. That's what the problem was.
That's what, and then also you got the fact of management. You got Phil that was going and took over from.
No, you just don't have the franchises. You can't blame management. If you don't got it, you just don't got it.
All right, let me pay.
They have plenty of franchises.
No, they do not have franchises that are on. They do not have franchises that are definitely not on the caliber of what Nintendo have, and they barely have franchises that meet the expectations of what Sony has. They don't have that.
All right, let's get out. My man Spectre Status said Microsoft don't have the studios to do what the PlayStation 3 did.
Facts.
He might be, yeah.
Z, when you asked that question a while ago, about what they could do to get back in contention, right? I agree with Baron, right? I agree with him. They really don't. There's nothing they could do, right? Even on a bad note, last generation when the PS3 dropped at $600 with no game and no rumbling controller, those guys were still able to come back in at the end of the generation and beat them worldwide.
Let me pay the bills. Shout out to Kales with the $5. He say if Microsoft cloud streaming means they are moving away from hardware, then Sony is too, because they are also doing streaming with PS Now. What's the difference?
There is no difference.
PlayStation Now, they tried, it failed,
but they're still going to go. Look, you can't.
You think they're going to leave it like that, bro?
Look,
let me.
Microsoft is banking the whole everything based on this cloud.
I'm finna never.
Hold up, listen.
You know why? Do you know why game streaming? You know why Xbox Game Pass will never see PlayStation? Will never be on one of the PlayStation devices, because it will mean that PSN users will have to sign in to Xbox Live, and Sony will never let that happen.
That's exactly one of the reasons.
Listen, y'all can have those user engagement numbers. Nobody care about that.
Okay,
y'all just don't have the games that PlayStation guys want anyway.
They don't even want to allow cross.
Look. Here's the
anything.
Hold up. Here's
the Game Pass. They don't even want to allow.
I gotta speak the factual truth right now.
Pay the bills right quick. Wait, well, hold on 1 second. You can go next, all right?
We got a $20 holler.
My man going to drop the $20, which is going to change my life, right? I'm going to church with this 20. He said last year was the worst year in Xbox history. Phil the Snake Salesman Spencer is the worst head of Xbox. Coincidence? I think not.
Oh Lord, they is in here. Y'all done brought out all the RIP Xbox.
You know, when I show up, it's
let them come. Let them come. It's let them enjoy their little moment.
I mean, it is what it is.
I can't wait for it.
Xbox changed the game for y'all. Listen, that shit didn't work. Then y'all got Sea of Thieves.
Let me
and all that. Come on.
Let me put everything in perspective real quick though.
Do really well.
I need to put everything in perspective.
Salty as shit.
Go ahead.
Because you know we got
you salty.
We got an extreme drug on both sides of this argument right now. That you know, denial is a hell of a drug, and we've seen it on both sides right now. Let's be straight up honest. Sony doesn't know what the fuck they're gonna do. That's number one. They don't know when to go left. They don't know when to go right, up, down, forward, back. They don't fucking know.
Wow.
I'm going to explain.
Please.
Number two. Yes, Microsoft has sold out on this whole gaming as a service thing. We see that. The evidence is there. The article is there. Everything is there. Everything's pointing toward that. Nintendo has gone their own way with the hybrid system route. That's what they believe. That's where it needs to go. They all sold out on that. Sony is in the middle. Sony has always been in the middle of what to do next. They have always followed somebody else in what to do next. That has never changed. So Sony, let me finish what I'm saying. Sony trying out PS Now is probably a response to what Microsoft was trying to do. Now that doesn't say Sony's going to go that way. That doesn't say Sony's going to go that way, but Sony could turn around and go the route Nintendo went. But at the end of the day, Sony never really leads and goes anywhere. No. They fill everybody else out and then try to go where they think, or after the fact, they try to capitalize on what's already been made.
PlayStation fans ain't gonna take this shit from
hold on.
No, I'm being serious. I mean, the truth is there.
I'm letting him talk so I can respond.
I'm saying that the truth is there. I mean,
wait, hold on.
The bills is rolling in.
Okay, hold on.
Troy Riley says We're has more IPs than Sony has combined.
Yeah.
Facts.
Okay.
And you said who?
Rare. He said Rare has more IPs than Sony has combined.
Name 5 you care about.
I mean,
name 5 that people give a fuck about.
I mean, they really do, but they're not strong IPs.
And Pastor with another $5 holler.
Who's next?
Give me a little blunt or something. Sony trying to make Microsoft leave gaming industry, not be cross-play for
It's not going to happen. Look, man.
What's your question? Hey, man, what's your question?
You guys are not paying it. Okay, my question was. Let me make this point, and then I'll ask my question.
Okay.
What you guys are not understanding. Remember, Z, when you was talking about what Pampella? I can't say his last name.
Vince
Nadella.
No. The guy that got pissed off because they were saying that the Xbox was underpowered, and he says, "No, we got Pinello." And he was basically, remember, he was bringing up, and then the calls about the secret sauce, about DirectX, the cloud, all of that, right?
None of that shit worked.
What are you talking about? It don't work. You see that shit on Sea of Thieves? That shit works like a motherfucker.
Wait. He said that like 3 consoles ago.
That nigga's
He didn't take 3 consoles.
If you don't understand technology, don't talk, bro.
Thank you.
Listen,
you don't understand technology.
I understand. We haven't seen Crackdown 3's multiplayer yet. I understand that.
Facts.
So we really ain't seen too much of God of War except for just the same clips.
We've seen more than Crackdown 3.
Well, that part is true, but we've seen more of State of Decay than we see the God of War.
Nigga, you just got shit from fucking State of Decay. What are you talking about?
Oh Lord,
You told it, bro.
exactly.
I disagree with that statement because God of War has been promoting everywhere.
They've been promoting everywhere, but I'm saying, but they're showing a lot of the same.
Okay,
things.
listen. God of War is a story-driven game. I'm not gonna give you all the bits and pieces.
But I know what you're talking about. You're talking about as far as gameplay.
Okay, so it's everything that's going with
That's because they scared to show y'all the gameplay. That's
They
why.
already showed the gameplay at E3. What the fuck?
It's just thinking about.
Nah, they didn't show you the full gameplay.
Nintendo, you need to chill.
They showed the same thing.
I don't need to chill. I've been watching this game very closely. Trust me.
You be bugging. I think you took
No, I ain't bugging. I've been watching this game very closely.
You took
Trust
too
me.
many hits to the head. You
Nah,
wild,
I didn't. I just steal reality. That's all
Nah,
it
they
is.
know
I don't live in no
I've been watching
Sony
you for a
fantasy
while,
world.
man. Since using your
Nah, I'm pretty sure about that.
with them shades.
I'm pretty sure about that. I'm pretty sure about that. Trust me.
Shades on.
Trust me. I'm pretty sure about this because I watch a lot on that game. Trust me. I know.
Xbox has been it's been going on other angles and getting things like the Havoc engine, been getting all these clouds.
They just need games, bro. Fuck all that dumb shit.
A lot of you dudes
Right.
narrow-minded and just looking straight ahead and just talking about the sales numbers and talking about how Xbox gets dumped out while Microsoft is doing something that somebody said perfectly on Twitter, and they were saying, where is Xbox trying to go? Is Xbox trying to be like the Ultron and take everything over? Or they're just trying. They're basically just trying to
look. But they look.
Every week, y'all still scrambling, trying to figure
Hold
out.
on, wait. Hold on. One at a
because you don't
time.
read.
One at a time is getting coming.
I mean,
One
it's
at a
been
time.
like this.
One at
No,
a
I'm
time.
saying because it's damage controlling, bro.
Ain't nobody just telling you the facts.
Why is it? Listen,
So
my whole
Xbox
shit
has
is-
not been acquiring other things other than just.
They've been acquiring a lot of
Well, let me make a quick point.
A bunch of
quick
sand.
point.
Listen, go ahead, go.
All right. So
Oh my god.
if Microsoft, if they get their hands on all these pots, right, they can potentially take over if they deliver quality games. I'm talking about AAA in that Game Pass.
So what
If
makes you think that they're not going to bring them?
They're not here. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
They can't bring them because they don't have them.
Right.
PlayStation guys,
But
have to
they
wait
will
for
have the
2
reach, is
years
what I'm
for a
saying.
For a strong lineup and delays on top of that to get to the point to where you guys are at. And there's nothing wrong with the PlayStation lineup. I'm just saying that you guys had to wait for it. So with Xbox having their worst year ever in 2017,
But it was a reason why we had
there
our
was-
worst year, though.
yeah, there was a reason as well. But still, I mean, PlayStation had their reasons, I guess. But still, they had to wait for 2 years. We're not going to. I can't say we because I'm not a part of the Xbox like faculty or anything. But I'm just saying.
Oh, you are.
Xbox gamers aren't going to wait as long as what PlayStation did in those first couple of years. Because even if you go back to the beginning of 2013, Xbox still gave better amount of games. It's just that it was that narrative about 720p and all that shit. They were still coming out with bigger, better games. So, and if you look at it from the overall factor, is that when they got everything done and established with DirectX, with the cloud service, all these games are going to start having. The next Halo is going to have it. Fable is going to have it. State of Decay is going to have it. We already know Crackdown is going to have it. The more and more they got a machine that's capable of showing the true power of what their vision was. When Pinello got pissed off and was saying, "Look, you have no idea what we're doing," and that took almost 5 fucking years for you to do. So if you're trying to get this service. But you're talking about what Xbox is going to be on everybody's consoles and shit like that. We hear crap talk about how bad his internet is. You got to have a strong internet connection in order to be put on every device. That's going to take a while for them to get that type of technology over to get on PlayStation and every television and everything.
I get what you're saying, bro. I get what you're saying.
Hey, Mega, this is what this boiled down to. In the past, Microsoft has been criticized for being ahead of the curve, but getting there late. Right. But as of lately, when you look at the streaming service, this is not a now thing. This is not a tomorrow thing or within the next 2 or 3 years, because the internet bandwidth, it's not going to be there. But they know at some point the industry is going to get there. So you prepare now. So when it does get there, you ready. It's like they say, you stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
But at the same time, that doesn't mean that. At the same time, that don't mean the game. The system needs to be dry as hell.
As far as the system, hold on. As far as the system been dry, a lot of that is from internal reasons. And Randall Al, I was saying this. A lot of what he said on the pod.
Randall Al, who the fuck is that?
Look,
Randall.
A lot of look.
He said Randall Al.
A lot of what he said. Look. A lot of what he said on Porter Rock podcast is what I've been saying. When Xbox division got moved under the window in the device team, Terry Myerson cut off all funding. The new CEO that came in didn't believe in Xbox division. Phil had to fight for that shit. So it's
okay. Look, post up.
It's a reason why,
man. Look, I understand that.
Losing strategy.
Listen, I understand what you're saying, man. I understand, but at the end of the day, that's not an excuse. That's not a valid excuse for what happened.
Put out content if your funding is cut the fuck off, bro.
That's not my problem. It's still dry.
The Wii U was the driest fucking thing in generations, and now you talking shit because you.
No. We can talk about the Wii U because I have no problem talking about the Wii U. I have no problem. But I can talk about that because guess what? I know the facts about that, and I have no problem talking about that. And one thing that's different between me and you, I am not in denial about the Wii U like you are right now.
But hey, listen,
that's the difference.
You had more exclusives than the Xbox.
I didn't know about you.
He said he's not in denial about it like you guys.
Well, that's your fault. But at the same time, I was not in denial about what happened to the Wii U. Yet y'all are still in denial about how dry the Xbox is.
The Xbox is dry. So I mean, the Xbox is dry. Ain't nothing to be in denial about.
But I'm telling you, no matter what happened internally at the corporation, that's not an excuse for the Xbox being dry.
What happened with the Wii? That should the same thing should apply to the Wii U, right?
No, first of all, what happened to the Wii U was a whole different situation.
Oh Lord.
So what are you talking about? The reason the Wii U got dried out was a whole different situation. Not the same situation that Xbox is in.
At least you could say the Wii U had more exclusives than the Xbox One.
I mean, we all know that, and on top of that, very highly rated, critically acclaimed games at that. But the Wii U failed for different reasons than what we're talking about right now with the Xbox. Yeah, it did. I can say that. I'm not even defending that. I'm not going to defend that. But why are you still sitting here trying to make excuses for stuff that happened with the Xbox One?
Microsoft, but you can make an excuse for Nintendo. Fuck out.
I did not make an excuse for them. Like I said before on the last show, every genius has a misstep. Every genius does not have a foolproof plan every time. It happened. It's over with. We moved on.
No, listen. This is what they're trying to do. I mean, post up and came back. You guys are trying to take the misfortune of this generation and Microsoft's mismanagement of the Xbox and everything about it. They mismanaged this thing, and you're saying, well, this guy caused them to give up on this, and now listen. At the end of the day, right? Phil Spencer was right there next to Donnie D, and he was part of that whole thing. I've been saying
it kicked off with Donnie D.
This is what Microsoft should have did. They should have cleaned house. They should have fired all those jokers and got a whole new team in there to try to bring this thing back. Right now, you still got some of the old people.
If Phil wouldn't have fought for the Xbox, they was gonna X the shit. Period. He had to go. He had to go reapply for his job.
As a gamer, right?
Hey, that probably wouldn't have been a bad thing, though.
That's about Phil Spencer, Aaron Greenberg.
Let me tell you something, Jay.
Any of those guys.
I am nowhere in denial about the situation of the Xbox. I have criticized the Xbox in shows.
You've been doing more dick riding than Chris.
I understand both. I understand both sides of the aisle. Am I happy with what I'm getting as far as my system? Hell no. Content is dry. Do I like some of the content that's coming out? Some, not all. Last 3 years was dry as fuck. We haven't had a big AAA title since Gears outside of Forza Horizon. I mean, this shit is just fucked up right now. I understand that. I'm not in denial about that.
So maybe
bro.
you should get yourself a PS4.
Hell no.
Nah, he definitely should get a Switch.
He's not a real gamer.
You said he ain't a real gamer. That's a show right there.
I ain't finna get no system where niggas call themselves Switch game. Fuck out of here.
Really?
But
So
this-
I guess decaying away inside the Xbox is great then.
Fuck you, Barry.
Inside Xbox, our biggest E3 ever.
I can't wait for this, bro.
Oh man, this
Hey,
dude is
don't y'all find it funny though? Every single year, every single event they have, they always hype
It's
it
gonna
up
be the best.
the best ever, and then it always underwhelms. And then here we are again. Well, yeah, we're working on the E3. It's gonna be the biggest and best ever. That should fall on deaf ears, right? Right now, this E3 is all Microsoft's to lose. Pretty much Nintendo and Sony can come out and show nothing, and they'll still be ahead of the curve. Microsoft has to come out and show not just some games, but these got to be big quality games, not just
Jay, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Oh, here we go.
What, did you have this same energy when Sony was going through that shit, or did you believe at some point
Listen,
they was
you
going
see, but there's a
to
difference. Post up. Let me answer.
I'm asking because this shit is crazy.
Listen, let me answer. All right, since we like to live back in 2013 and 2014.
I'm
Okay?
just asking.
No, listen, let me answer. All right. You go back there, you gotta realize, and you gotta say, even with the no games, 2013, 2014, even with all that stuff, Sony was still kicking your teeth in. So
You
what
sound
does
like
it
the
matter?
media right now, bro.
No, I'm just saying. It's not like when we go back there, you was winning. It's not like Xbox was winning. You came out the gate losing, and you've been losing ever since. So
And y'all came out 2 days after.
I'm just saying,
what does
though,
it
when
matter?
Sony went through their drought, did you
even when
have
Sony don't have games, they still
were you saying death to Sony? R.I.P. Sony. They dead. They can't recover. It's a wrap. They get out of the hard way.
It's because you guys downplay the games that they have anyway, whether they're small, whether they're indies, whether they're Japanese.
I didn't downplay. Y'all don't downplay none of their games.
Yeah.
I
Look,
don't
you're
even
Listen,
downplaying Yakuza, you're downplaying Persona,
Who
you call
downplay-
Tinky Winky
Have
and all
you
that
ever
stuff,
heard
but
me
guess what? Those
downplay
games
those-
are outselling
Have you ever heard
all
me
of your
downplay those games? Have you ever heard me downplay any one of those games?
Hey, folks, pay the bills.
Hold on. Let me pay the bills because this gen is over. Time cut the losses and damage control. Anything Microsoft is working on is for next generation.
Oh, well,
so wait, y'all gonna look at it like that? Y'all just released that X? Damn. Y'all just released that X, bro. What happened?
Shout out to Bang House
I
for the
think
donation. Shout out to you, Bang House. I just seen that. Appreciate it, good brother.
I think the console I don't want to say console war, but the console space is
period.
Well, it's not. I don't want to say. I don't want to say that. Even though Nintendo is the dominating figure, but I think the console.
Dude, y'all just started.
I think the console.
I didn't predict that though.
Sony nigga on this pedal ain't trying to check this nigga.
No.
Let me finish what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying before y'all go into that. Let me finish this point before I have to battle the Sony bots. Let me go into this point.
Yeah.
I really don't like how the console space is turning into something similar of like the cell phone space where whenever you're done, I can finish, you know.
No, I was just choking on some water.
Oh, okay. I thought you was choking on something else. But anyway, I don't like how the console space is turning into like what the cell phone space is where, and this is Sony and Microsoft's fault here, where it looks like we're going to start getting iterations of consoles quicker and in a short period of time. So we'll see more like souped up versions of consoles coming out like every 2 to 3 years. I think that's what the Pro and the X established, and I think that's probably what's going to happen going forward, which I'm not really a fan of.
Well, here's what
the Switch is going to definitely do it. So
yeah, they're doing it.
Honestly, I don't think the Switch is going to do it. I think they're going to do it a different way.
Of course, they're going to do it.
They're going to do it a different way. They're not going to do it the way that y'all think they're going to do it. I really believe they're going to do it a different way.
There's been 20 iterations of the 3DS.
The 3DS has nothing to do with the Switch.
No,
That's what you keep saying.
I'm asking Sony, the Sony people on this panel. Now listen here, I would hate to question anyone's integrity, but they're saying in the chat you guys have yet to check Bear and you're scared to death.
No.
I'm
Hold on, wait. You can't
to let him speak. So I can
you can't check nobody that's speaking facts. That's the difference.
No. Wait.
That's the difference.
Hold on.
Post up being this fantasy world and all this other bullshit. I'll be speaking facts.
That be you and your Swiss gang utopia.
Hold on, Post up. Hey,
rock with Barry.
No, wait, hold on, Barry. I would hate to question your integrity.
Oh, here we go.
Show. I rock out with you. You know,
here we go.
I'm your brother. I love you like a brother.
Now fuck that nigga.
Now it's you know, I get it. It's okay for you to have a little stature now that the Switch is selling a few consoles, but PlayStation is still Big Daddy, and it's still gonna. Just because you run a couple of MPDs, you still got 5 more years of MPDs win before you run a big brawl. So just. No, you won't stay in.
What's your point? What's the point of what you're saying right now?
The point is, you can talk shit about Xbox fans.
It's the side piece.
Let me put it to you like this.
Be on top, nigga. Watch your mouth.
Let me put it like this.
Talk to your daddy like that.
Let me put it to you like this.
Good.
Sony has always been Nintendo's bitch. It ain't never gonna change.
I know.
It ain't never gonna change. You gotta understand. You gotta understand. No, hold up. You gotta understand that Nintendo gave birth to your Sony PlayStation. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that. Okay, you gotta understand that.
Talk over people to defend Sony. He ain't said a word. This nigga's on here.
Hold up. Humble yourself, my brother.
I'm just being. He's saying that anybody that ever got into gaming have played on Nintendo back since the original.
No, I mean you need to be serious. PlayStation literally exists because of Nintendo. Let's not be stupid. We know that.
Yeah,
I remember when Sony was
right now we're talking about that in the house. So
and that's still Nintendo.
Always be the side.
Nintendo is the only company that can support 2 pieces of hardware consistently.
But it's
who else does that?
Okay, so here you got here
who else does that?
Here we go.
Okay, that's called being a parent to your 2 children. That's exactly what it's called.
In these police
you got 2 handhelds that you decide to.
It ain't 2 handhelds. It's a console and a handheld, and Nintendo is the only company that's been strong enough to do both. That's been strong enough to do both. No other company in gaming has done that, and the one that did try failed twice.
Hold on, let me pay the bills.
End of story.
Von Lamont, shout out to you for $5 in super chat. It's if Sony can release new games while releasing the Pro, Slim, and VR, there's no excuses why Microsoft couldn't release the X and new games at the same time.
That is true, though.
Read that again, see? Read that again for the people that didn't hear you.
Yeah, run it back.
Sony
Give them the floor.
can release new games while releasing the Pro, the Slim, and VR. There's no excuses why Microsoft couldn't release the X and new games at the same time.
Speak about that. Speak on it.
If you ain't got the money to develop or purchase a game, then you ain't okay.
Oh man, but Microsoft is one of the richest companies in the world.
Man, I ain't trying to hear shit until y'all dispute what Barron said about you petty ass niggas.
I done already did that.
You can't dispute that.
Niggas out here.
Hold on. Let me say it again. Let me say it again. No company in gaming was able to support 2 pieces of hardware simultaneously except Nintendo. So you can't be the daddy of nobody when you can't even match what a company is doing.
Wait, you had the PSP.
Those things failed. The Vita failed and the PSP, no.
No,
Vita
listen.
The Vita was
no. I can't believe you crimped up your ashy lips to say PS Vita to me. I can't believe you really said that.
The Vita did
Stop.
but it had a lot of
Stop
potential.
It
It birthed the Wii.
Listen, the
Switch.
PSP.
It birthed the
The
Switch.
Vita had the Vita didn't birth a damn thing but its
The
own
Vita
death.
birthed the Switch. Period.
No, it did not.
Yeah, it
Listen,
did.
Period.
Yeah, it did.
Handhelds
not.
are in a whole different category. You might as well compare that to phones. We're talking about the big daddy of gaming. We're talking about the consoles.
That is the big daddy of gaming. If you
Listen,
hold on, what is it? Nah, you need to quit. You need to quit the bullshit.
You know why?
You need to quit the bullshit.
You know why?
You need to quit the bullshit. If somebody is at the top of their game in two different areas, that's always better than somebody who's trying to be at the top of their game in one area. You cannot dispute that. Period. That's facts.
Didn't you just read what the guy said about Sony having all this hardware being able to sustain that? All of that hardware. We're not talking about.
I think the VR got more exclusives than the Xbox One right now.
Oh God,
my man,
That's a fact.
my man, Spectre status says Bear can catch these pony hills any day.
I never heard that one. That was funny. He said Pony Hills.
Yo, these guys are crazy. Yo, it's a glitch with
hit the like button.
Hoofs and heels.
Everybody keeps saying, "Yo, why they can't see me talking?" It's like, dude, I have no control over this shit.
There's
a glitch. Nah, there's a glitch. It's not showing me in the chat.
Listen, again, I like to switch like the next man, but let's be serious. Like Z's been saying for the last 2 years. No grown man is going to use.
Oh, here we go with this bullshit. Let's stop this. Let's stop this BS. Stop it today. Stop it today. We have got to stop the bull.
Console.
We have to stop the bull with this grown man kitty stuff.
Microsoft, you gonna rely on a Z quote. Fuck out of here.
Hey, what do you say? Let's get the biggest knife out of drawing and cut the bullshit.
Oh man,
that shit sounded weak as fuck, my nigga. What the
Oh
shit,
yo! The chat say the PS Vita still outsold the Wii U.
Oh man.
But you know what? Here's the thing about it, right? It's all fun and games. It's all good.
It is, but
Nintendo has its ups and downs. Sony has its up and down. Microsoft has its
Microsoft stays down.
Right now, this is what worries all of us. And I think we can all agree with this. We just ultimately don't know where this is going to end up for Microsoft and for the Xbox, right? We're so used to having these.
So you know where it's going to end up for Sony.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's not. Gaming is going to go in another direction. If you
no. Y'all saying it's going in another direction because it's not going the way y'all want it. Y'all want to drag Nintendo and Sony into the funk that Microsoft sees.
Right.
Stop it.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not going to let Microsoft drag the industry down because they don't know what the hell they want to do.
Well, they're too late because if they drag it down, because everybody else is going to be following suit except for Nintendo.
You know what's wrong with
Nobody's going to be following.
They had one good generation and they didn't run shit.
Every industry.
Listen.
You don't need a console, bro.
They said before this generation started, they said that the industry is going towards mobile phones, and that was a goddamn lie. We proved them that. No.
Every other industry has shifted to digital and cloud-based services. Yes. So you think the gaming industry ain't gonna do the same?
It's a cheaper, viable option.
I got a question.
Y'all supporting this, and y'all support
Netflix shift the industry, the movie industry.
Who's that?
Netflix.
Oh, here we go. Baby Z. What up, Baby Z? Talk to them, man.
Wait, hold on, pay the bills.
Shift the movie industry. I'm pay the bills. Shout out to Ed the Castle with the $5 to Sony and Big Daddy. Get that straight. Nintendo stuck 80s. We move on to mature audience. And then shout out to Spectre Status said with the $2 said Barry and the Wii U sold worse than the Dreamcast. Stop.
We got another one.
And that means what? What does that even mean?
Okay, we got another one.
Said Omega, what's going to do better critically? God of War or Sea of Thieves? I think Xbox.
Wow. That's actually a hard question. That's a real hard question.
Because I know CFDs is going to make more money.
That's a hard question, honestly. In all honesty,
by far.
That's not a real.
Look, I'm just
that
saying,
is a hard question.
That is.
I'm just saying, even if you just take the movie industry, right? I predict in the next couple years. I'm predicting in that we're not going to even have theaters anymore. All right.
What?
We're not going to have theaters anymore.
Been down this
No.
road.
Look,
This nigga
I
drunk.
can sit.
Off
Look,
that
hold on. And the reason why I say
That
this,
nigga had a long
the reason why I say this,
Bro,
the reason why I say this, look,
I would never
the
open up a
reason
business
why-
with you as a
the
manager,
reason
bro.
why I say this, take a movie like Jumanji, a movie that's still in theaters, but I can purchase and buy and own a digital copy of that movie right now, despite it still being in theaters.
Jumanji?
I'm just saying that as an
Jumanji is
example.
as an example.
I'm saying that as an example. The Jumanji the movie is still in theaters, but I can purchase and buy a digital copy and own it right
Z,
now,
if you ever
despite
own a
it
company,
still being in
Do
theaters.
not hire this
That
nigga.
should tell you something. Okay.
Post up.
Don't hire this nigga, man.
Okay,
Post up. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But let me answer his question though. Let me answer his question and just put it. I'm gonna go ahead and put it to end. That's never going to get rid of movie theaters, man. That's never going to get rid of movie
That's what I'm saying. It's experience.
Because basically people go to movie theaters for the experience.
Right.
It's never going to go away. Now what will happen, movies might come out the same day in theaters and you might be able to buy them digitally the same day. That might happen. But movie theaters ain't going nowhere.
Because remember how long it used to take before that, how big a big time movie would get to
before it even get to CD or before it even get to customers. They said that about CDs and the Walkman and all that stuff.
We knew that CDs.
I don't think goes away.
Gaming costs too much. Gaming costs too much money, and making these consoles is going to cost too much money.
It's making Nintendo money. It's making Sony money. So nobody cares.
No.
You know what it is? They're not making money.
It's making Xbox money.
Yeah, listen.
Here's what you got.
Listen. These
We listening, nigga. You talking too much though. Hurry up, man.
Shut the fuck up, man. You
always want niggas to listen, but never brings out the fact.
I'll bring up the fact. This is the thing right here. You cannot. Gaming is getting too expensive. That's why that's why you don't see certain games coming out on the PlayStation or having you.
Who's digging in that box of CDs, man?
So now you have to look at it from a standpoint of consoles are going to have to cost more money than they've ever have because of the tech that they got.
Who told you that? Is that what's just
that's just a fact.
Well, why is that a fact? Why?
You can ask Sony why they juggling VR and multiple systems at the same time.
Then you're going to go ahead and just pick the Switch because it's always because you're going to have a lesser console than you are if you want to get the new Xbox or the new PlayStation. It's always going to.
The Switch is showing you that it's already power. This nigga's retarded.
Oh my god!
Switch showed you it's not about power. It's about games. Just give people games and shut up. That's all people ask for.
Right.
Whatever. So anyway, the thing
is not about power.
That's your nigga. Yeah, come on. Anyway,
it's not about power. It's not about 1080p.
At the end of the day, though.
You're going to have to cut costs on these items, and eventually, that's why PlayStation is going to follow suit by Microsoft by not.
Nobody following Microsoft, my nigga.
Hold on, wait. Let me answer this. Crazy. Let me answer him real quick.
That's more revenue into games. You're not looking at the.
Can't listen.
Hold on. We're looking about maybe between the 8 to 10 year gap before
nobody. Hold on. Alex, what you say? They followed them. They said they want to go follow Microsoft after Xbox Live, but a year or two later they came out. Hold on. They followed them after achievements. They followed them out the achievements.
Motherfuckers is waiting for the PS5.
They followed them out the Xbox Live. They followed them out the achievements and game cards and all that shit. So what makes you think they won't continue to do so?
Why would you follow somebody who can't give you the basic necessities that console is for?
It's not about Microsoft put them in a situation where their dream generation.
Y'all think that chicken grease gonna stuck in your brain, my nigga?
Sony gonna do the same thing.
Listen, this is the problem, right? This is wait, hold on. This is the problem, right? This is the problem of the conversation we having right now. Microsoft has convinced you guys 3 consoles later that games don't matter and services and money is everything that matters.
Hey, Jay,
that's fact.
Jay, you know what? You see how confident in what
games are still
hold on. I got this, K Mega. Jay, you see how you was just confident in what you said? I want you to have the same energy when you talk to Barry, nigga. Fuck us out of here.
I did.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, hold on.
I tell you, the Switch will always be the bottom bitch and the side piece of the PlayStation.
No, it will never be that because it's not that. So stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself.
Yo, King's blood.
Hey,
my nigga.
Kratos, you better put a little kid right there next to you because you look real soft. You look like
this nigga was all sentimental.
Wait.
Hey, he was all sentimental. He was all sentimental talking to Barry. Well, you know what? We don't know what any of them is going to do. You know what I'm saying? Go with Ray Microsoft in the picture.
Y'all let this Nintendo dude come on this show with love in the row, hand y'all L's, and now y'all trying to ride him? Come on, get out of here. Get out of here.
Pitiful. Man, he shaved the shit out of y'all's horse.
Listen, let's face the facts. All your games and everything is going any and everywhere. It's going to Nintendo and the PlayStation. Have a nice day. It was good while it lasted. $1,500 later, they decide to give you shit everywhere anyway. That's the problem.
And you know what?
Okay, I got a question. Hold on.
Alex was talking all this shit. I gotta say this shit. Alex was talking all this shit.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Goddamn show, K Mega.
K Mega, hold up, bro.
Let me just ask my question. Damn, let me just ask my question. You can go back into defense mode in a second. Just let me ask my question.
Don't stand in the way.
I got a question to the whole panel. How long before you see Xbox games on PlayStation? How long is that gonna take?
Shit, don't know. It could be. It could be as early as E3 shit. We don't know. We don't know.
To seriously answer that question, I think the minimum has to be like 4.5 at minimum. That's what I believe.
Yeah, probably next.
Hey, yo, pay the
4.5 at minimum.
What?
At the minimum, at the very minimum for it.
Yeah,
facts. Hold on, we're gonna pay the bills real quick. Shout out to ZAIRE Bay, says Sony is always copying Xbox, always.
Facts.
And King's Blood.
Sony's copying Nintendo too, so why in the world? Why would you just omit that?
Whoever nobody copying a system name.
Who cares about who's copying? Who cares about who's copying? It's all about who's successful right now with what they doing.
Yo, King's Blood. I want to be super thug. We should be sending the face ass niggas.
We in a room full of dudes and this nigga is making dick sucking sounds.
No, man, we're the pig band.
The dick sucking sounds is you. It's you suckers sucking on fucking.
It's a room full of dudes. You out here making dick sucking sounds.
Because you
sucking. Oh man,
niggas talking about I'm a motherfucking casual gamer. Y'all niggas play Gears of War on Netflix all day. I got y'all niggas as friends. What are you talking about, fam? These niggas was hyping up PUBG. Hold on, right? And you was hyping up PUBG. Y'all niggas was hyping up PUBG. Don't even play it. Shut the fuck up, man.
Hey, I got PUBG. I PUBG on. I got it. But you
listen, your man post up. Since the last time I blew a post up, he deleted me. I don't even have him as a friend because he know that the nigga be on some
lies, brother.
Right. Stop it, nigga. Lies. Let's talk facts. You want to talk facts?
We finna talk. If you want to talk facts, we finna talk facts.
Real quick, I want to put this out there.
Deleted you
PUBG on Xbox is trash.
I don't delete nobody.
Now,
oh my god.
But before it came out, y'all was hyping it. This is the next coming to price.
Xbox has always been
Xbox One X.
Don't ever put
Y'all niggas is funny. This is the reason why nobody ever take y'all bitch ass niggas serious. Y'all don't.
Xbox has always been trash.
We can't take you serious.
Hey, hold on. No. Alex, hold on.
Clap in your hands when Microsoft don't show you shit to E3, you bitch ass niggas.
Oh hell no. Alex, you ain't getting away either, nigga.
Nigga, you been got away. Get the fuck
Alex, you ain't getting. Nigga, we need that same energy towards Barrett, nigga.
Talk to me. No, because it's about you niggas. Y'all trying to fight the good fight. Y'all trying to fight the good fight for Xbox. I ain't gotta come
we need that same energy towards Barrett, nigga. You been quiet the whole podcast.
The reason why
Fuck out of here, nigga.
The reason why I've been quiet is because I respect the Nintendo Switch. I gotta switch. The Switch better. Stop it.
Games. Yeah, you playing that Xbox though. And you over here trying to call us out.
Listen, real recognize real, right? Switch got games, PlayStation got games. We eat over
Xbox is still trying to figure out what they're doing 4 years later.
Yeah, we know that you
on Xbox. Gave that contract to Z. Z came to the right side.
Motherfucker, come on. Talk about it.
Hey, look at CTV.
Gotta pay the bills.
Look at CTV.
Gotta pay the bills. Shout out to Kingswood. Alex has done live streams on the bus. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, but you watching, you funny niggas. At least I'm putting out content. The shit y'all push out is garbage. The shit y'all push out is garbage.
This nigga been quiet the whole show.
These niggas be the spookiest niggas. That's why this whole panel gonna change after E3, and they gonna fire all y'all niggas. He gonna be like, we gonna stop all these niggas. Get them out of here. Get out of here. These niggas is
that bomb ass through that spooky motherfucker.
Hey, look at the future of this fucking podcast. It's gonna be Baron,
Nigga, Barrett been shitting on the PS4 the whole podcast, and you niggas was quiet. But so somebody say niggas want to get energy and shit. Fuck out of here,
nigga. I fuck with the Switch. Now it's easy to do it to the Xbox console because that's easy work. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Oh God! You the king of the hill, and you sitting around 80 million souls.
Oh man!
You can look down. You can shake hands with the
Is that what you telling me?
Y'all killing me right now.
Jacob, nobody want to hear your sentimental ass, man. Shut your ass up.
Nintendo has problems.
What year is it? 2018?
Ain't nobody fucking with
These niggas still trying to figure out Microsoft to the table, nigga. Fuck
How y'all let a goddamn cartoon character,
and you still on the Xbox playing that?
Come on.
Oh man.
I'm playing one game that I'm interested in. PUBG. Other than that, what does the Xbox get turned on for, bro?
Check this out. Hey, Z, this is no lie. Hey, we was in a party, right? It was me, women, 100, Livewire.
Let's hear what false accusation then they're going to bring up.
And so here comes Alex, right? And you know, I'm over here thinking Alex is rah-rah dude, right? Like I'm seeing like, oh shit. He comes in the Xbox, he don't even have the same name and shit. So I'm like, who is this dude, right? He's all soft and shit. So you know how Lemon got that.
Now we talking about soft.
He's like, so he come here and so Lemon like, what up? You know what I'm saying? What's happening? You know how Lemon be talking. You know how one of these dragons talk. So, you know what I'm saying? Alex was like, oh man, I'm good, man. What's going on?
Oh shit, he checked him.
And this is the reason why I don't get into you niggas chat rooms. I'm playing PUBG. I'm trying to hear what the fuck is going on. And these niggas is talking more than playing the game.
Say, yo, you
wait.
You that Alex dude that be on multiplayer? Yeah, I am. Y'all want to play
talking shit. Stop it, K-Mega. Hey, listen, K-Mega, we understand you like.
Oh shit, hold on.
We understand you like to take L's.
We gotta pay the bills.
We understand you like to pay L's. Don't try to throw me on the bus with you, homie.
Shout out to Garner with $5. Said now Alex wants to talk. Little Pup's testes finally dropped. Shut the fuck up.
All right, hey, let Alex rebuttal. Let Alex rebuttal. Let Alex rebuttal.
Fuck out of here, bro. You're a spooky nigga. These niggas are spooky. Y'all gonna be without a job soon. Don't worry about it though. The little $20 $20 y'all getting at the end of the show, that shit is dubbed after this, you heard? Fuck y'all niggas.
You gonna unfrip me, Alex? You gonna unfrip me on Xbox?
These niggas do free work out here.
This
is crazy.
Oh my god.
I had to just go ahead and let your ass know, bro.
Somebody get this nigga K-Mega a donation or something. This is his last show.
Yeah.
This is his last show.
My old lady needs some pink combs and some of that polish you be putting on.
And you need a tampons, you leaky ass nigga.
Oh man.
No females.
Coming for you.
I don't even think there's no females listening to the show, and you gargling in front of a whole bunch of men.
Cause y'all niggas is sucking dick. That's why I do it, nigga. Fuck you so much.
How is anybody sucking dick but you? You the one making it sound, nigga.
This nigga sound like a snitch. You sound like a snitch. Shut the fuck up, this nigga stay talking.
I'm talking about y'all niggas sucking dick, but I'm making it sound.
Hold on. I don't understand.
He be the first nigga.
Grown ass man.
What's wrong with this?
He got no bass in his voice. You want to be the first nigga talking. You sound like a bitch ass nigga. Hey, yo, King's Blood. If you're going to be talking shit, you got to come up with a better price than the $2. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Put some money up, man. Put some money up.
A grown ass man imitating the sound of another grown ass man.
What sound worse?
I don't know
you
what
sucking Microsoft dick. No
Can I ask a question real quick though? Can I ask a question?
Go to hell now.
I want to ask a question real quick.
What up?
Can we talk about gaming now?
Okay. You might be
A lot of these niggas don't play
I had
games,
to let it go, man. I've been watching these podcasts.
What's gonna happen come
Same
E3?
shit.
Let's give our E3 predictions.
They don't have nothing coming for E3. That's why they stay quiet. They keep talking about the past. The 360 did this.
You told them about man to match your motherfucking PlayStation hat you wear.
We can close the show with that. Anybody got any E3 predictions?
Oh man.
People gonna show everybody's gonna whine about how they trash, and then we're gonna move on in life.
Well,
y'all can say your final goodbyes. Post up in DRM is without a job after this one.
Oh shit!
Go ahead, post up. E3 predictions.
They don't have one. They stay quiet. They searching right now.
Hold on.
Google food, nigga.
Oh shit! Oh come on! I don't want to do that.
But Phil said, "Go ahead."
This nigga sound like he's coming from a potluck.
Can I speak?
Go ahead. No.
Go ahead.
Pay the bills. Wait, post. Pay the bills.
You niggas been quiet all day, but couldn't get buried in that
Look, trying to put it off on somebody else.
They got the
Pay the
word.
bills.
Hold on.
Shout out to King's Blood for the 2-piece. Said Alex got 100,000 miles on his boots. No whip.
I got more sneakers than you got motherfucking money, nigga. Fuck out of here.
As far as I'm saying, Microsoft whole E3 will be at the Microsoft Theater. The LA Convention Center is only for Mixer. For setting up for Mixer. So a lot of people was questioning their E3 floor space. But all they show, their show, their demos and everything will be in their own space, will be in their own theater. I think that's good. I'm looking for some big announcements. They have to show up to show out, whether it's something that's coming out in the immediate future or something that's coming out within the next 2 or 3 years. I believe Microsoft hit a criticism and what's going on throughout the community. I think they have to show. I can't say what they're gonna do because in the past we have got our hopes up and then got shitted on. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
We've got our hopes up and we've been shitted on, but I'm expecting big things, but you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping my expectations in order.
Okay. K-Mega.
Yeah.
What do you think they're gonna do for E3 predictions?
Man, I think that they're gonna bring big games out that we've been waiting here. We're gonna get to see Fable. They're gonna show
nigga, fuck that, man. That's gonna dog shit, nigga.
Okay.
They're gonna show Tomb. I think they're gonna get the marketing rights to Tomb Raider. You know, for whatever DLC that they'll probably have for DBZ, they'll probably show that as well. Also, there's a big emphasis on Japanese games, so maybe look there. Look at them. I mean, look, bro, I'm not interested, man. Do you got a dame?
Hold on.
King's
Blood dropped another $2. Said Alex. Hashtag, yo, stop that bus.
That nigga's a cornball. He's from Delaware. You want to be a New York nigga so bad, you corny nigga. You still wearing tank tops in the winter. This nigga's wildin', bro. I cook him real fast.
All right.
I got a question.
What's your prediction?
Hold on, I got to Z real quick. Z,
what's up,
bro? Fable is your all-time favorite Xbox franchise.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
cartoony
So
game, right?
Xbox Fable. You're gonna be mad because it's kitty looking. It's cartoonish.
Kid Fable's always been Fable.
Nigga.
Look at that.
Damn.
Look, Z look lost.
Polish. He passed that shit around since he want to be a pony now.
I'm just saying, Fable always been Fable. I don't, come on, bro. You reaching with that.
They gonna announce DLC for Fable Fortune 2.
I love
DRM, what's your prediction?
Fable the dice game. Fable the goddamn dice game. Fucking with Phil.
Z part of this Sony unit. He ain't got no predictions for that bum ass Xbox. You know?
No,
I'm his manager. I'm talking for him. You know?
I don't have any predictions. I'm gonna be honest with you. I play this real shit. I think Microsoft most likely gonna put on a good show. I just don't know if they know how to anymore. You know what I mean? I'm keeping everything all the way above. I'm quite sure they want to go out there because they thought they killed it with their idea Xbox shit. It's gonna kill it. You know what I mean? And they mind.
Well, Z, if you don't have a,
Hey, check the bills.
they will
Check the
definitely
bills real quick.
have.
Gotta pay the bills.
Okay.
Shout out to Von Lamont with the $5. Said if E3 anything like inside Xbox, y'all fucked. I think Sony has the Tomb Raider marketing rights. Check their Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Why did I get depressed all of a sudden?
I don't know.
Niggas just got depressed. Like
I hit him in the heart, nigga.
We shaking it.
Why?
Hey, DRM, what's yours? What's your prediction?
Somebody go check the Twitter.
I think Xbox is gonna show some shit. I don't really give a fuck what they show. I don't give a fuck what they show. I'll be at E3 playing the games.
It's a messy
I'll
ass
go to their
podcast.
PlayStation conference. I don't give a fuck what they show. I'll be at there playing their games, and then I'm gonna go my ass home. That's what's gonna happen. So
I think a massive sound.
You
don't have a wish list for him?
So we going with your prediction. So what Sony's gonna show? What is Sony's gonna show?
I was asking you. I'm trying to give.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what they're gonna show.
You know what they're gonna show.
All the games that they put out this year. They're gonna show again.
More games.
Death Stranding.
More games.
They'll probably show Death Stranding again, and they'll actually show gameplay. Maybe that's about it.
But y'all make it sound like y'all mad at that. Like, at least we
Maybe
got
it's
shit in the
again.
future. Y'all ain't got nothing. Y'all about to be on a boat next week talking about mateys.
Look, besides Sea of Thieves, besides Crackdown, State of Decay 2, and then the next Forza, which is we get an annual.
You get Horizon 4.
What else? What else outside of that is from Microsoft that's coming that we know?
Halo.
Fable.
But I've said that, right? I've said that's outside of the stuff that we already
is not
know.
coming immediately.
Oh my God! Pay the bills. Pay the bills.
Microsoft will probably show.
Pay the bills, baby.
Okay,
They
we got
coming nations, man. I see you, man.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Jay Fon said my prediction Splinter Cell gets announced as Microsoft exclusive. Sega will have some type of partnership with Microsoft. It's not all doom and gloom.
Man, Sega don't have
I don't
shit.
think
What
that's
the
gonna
fuck are you
happen.
talking about?
That Vanquish 2, that'd be a big game. That'd be
Y'all niggas just searching the pot for nothing.
I mean,
Real
Like,
talk.
look. Hey, wait.
Did everybody answer the question yet?
Splinter Cell is dope
PlayStation
as
gonna show?
fuck. Splinter Cell is dope as
Alex,
fuck.
what's your
What's
prediction?
PlayStation gonna show?
I wonder what's your prediction because all you play is 2K on your PS4
Okay,
anyway.
What is PlayStation gonna show?
I'm glad you
You
brought that
ain't
up.
played half the
I'm
library
glad you
Sony.
bringing that up.
You haven't
glad
played
you bringing
half
that
the
up.
library Sony got.
This is what
But
the
up there
problem-
chilling with your sparkly
Okay.
pom poms
Okay,
on.
okay, Cody.
Answer.
Call this nigga the Cody King. So let me plug my channel real fast. If you
Pay the bill. Pay the bill. Pay the bill.
Oh, shout out
Yeah,
to
pay the bills. Pay the bills. Pay the
I've
bills.
been on that Cody heavy. That Cody.
graphics
that
look
Cody
like
fire.
Friday the
You late to
13th.
the party, boy.
Pay the bill. What did he say?
He said State of Decay 2 graphics look like Friday the 13th.
Now, I'm gonna call bullshit on that one. That game does not look like Friday the 13th. Y'all need
First of all, when
here they come.
hold on, I just want to say this: when media get a certain build of the game, they're not playing the final build. They're not playing the final build of the game. You don't know which build they allowed them to play, and usually games get polished towards the end of the development cycle.
Wait to Comic-Con?
You cannot talk to me till you get married at St.
Listen,
ASAP, bro.
Did everybody give their predictions though?
Alex,
did everybody give their predictions?
No. Alex, finish your prediction. What is PlayStation gonna show?
I'm waiting on Alex prediction.
What you think? What your prediction?
Man, we got
I thought Alex was going. I mean,
Alex, what's your prediction? What's PlayStation gonna show?
More exclusives.
Wow. So, nigga, you literally said nothing.
Price drops, more exclusives. Probably like I told this dude Porter Rock, they might get a PS Pro Slim, I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Price drop that and just more exclusives, man. I think they
Fuck out of here,
more deal power.
Wait. What's wrong with more exclusives?
You don't
it's just weird that when K Megan said Microsoft was going to show games, niggas started
they
laughing.
no showing shit. That's the problem. That's the problem. When they show you exclusives, they talking about what like PUBG shit.
Perfect.
In progress.
Nobody give a fuck about no perfect.
They're gonna show some
Right.
exclusives. Everybody started laughing.
Perfect done.
But he said they gonna. He said the same
Zutaku
thing.
too.
You see, but look, the difference between when I say exclusive compared to y'all niggas, Sony shows exclusives that matter. Y'all niggas talk about exclusives and it be fucking CFDs or time exclusives. Come on, bro. We talking about real exclusives.
All day.
As much shit as you talk, Alex, you gave a more elaborate answer.
So all day is left.
You want to
I gotta pay the bills.
with us?
I gotta pay the bills. Shout out to
You could
Bob
have
Marley
gave
with
a
the
more
2 piece.
elaborate answer than that.
That was the elaborate
I'm
answer.
hoping to see Until Dawn at E3. Until Dawn 2 at
Even
E3.
though I love
I
him.
wouldn't put it past me. Until
Nobody want to see a sequel to that garbage game.
Stop. You see what I'm saying? You bugging, my nigga. All
I
right.
get that.
Oh, see how his energy just dropped? Y'all some pussies.
Nigga said my energy dropped.
Look at that. Hey, that's what you got waiting for you. See,
All day.
What up?
All
You
day.
better have that same energy when you come up with your own YouTube channel after you get fired, my nigga.
Oh my god.
That's how you feel, Alex.
All day.
It's over for you.
Okay. All day. What's your prediction?
All day, yeah.
Oh man.
Fuck. I don't know, bro. I want to see the Elite, the Xbox controller.
Oh, forgot about that.
They come out with another one. Part two.
Yeah.
70.
I
This
wanna
one
see
cost
that.
$70 though.
Look.
Hey, nah, but for real shit though, I want to see Splinter Cell. Hopefully they get that announced.
Mm-hmm.
And
All right. Baron.
These comments, I'm sorry, bro. Comments are crazy,
know.
bro. Oh,
bro, I can't even think right now, bro. Fuck
It's
it.
over.
I'm
He
a
said I
player.
can't
It
even
don't
think.
matter. So
It's over, bro. Another controller, probably an extended wire. That's it. That's what I'm giving you.
Okay, Baron.
Everybody
A web camera. Probably gonna come out another web camera. It's
Everybody going already?
Yeah, go ahead.
You and then
What Nintendo gonna show on this direct?
Wait, hold on. Fawn said, "Shut up, be real. Be real about what?" I said, "I want to see a controller. I predict they'll show it. I want to see Splinter Cell. I want to see Death Stranding. What the fuck is you talking about?"
Facts.
All right.
I want another Elite controller too.
Hey man, we gotta get out of here, man. Wait for Madhouse about to come on. I ain't fucking with y'all bums. I got to go.
If you don't get off that lesbian clip,
I gotta watch my moves.
Say bye to your last show.
Hey, Baron, go ahead, Baron. Go ahead, Baron. Go ahead.
All right. So this is what I think pretty much is going to happen. I think Microsoft has like I got to say at least three new games coming that people really want. What those three are going to be, I have no idea. Hopefully it's Fable. Maybe it's Vanquish 2. Maybe it's something else that we want. I don't know. But I think it's at least three. I don't think they will hype.
Hey, pay the bill, Z.
All right. Shout out to Shawan W for $5. Said Dead IP will make a comeback.
Cameo, Perfect Dark, Mecha Soul, Banjo, Lost Odyssey, Blue Dragon, Crimson Skies. Games will stretch to next.
I like that. That's great.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think Perfect Dark. I think Perfect Dark should come back. I think Joanna Dark needs another chance. I think she needs another chance. I don't think they treated her fairly with that lukewarm sequel. With that lukewarm sequel they gave her on Xbox.
My boy Frank Thomas. Hey,
Shout out to Thomas Franks said Ashen, Black Desert, Fable, Perfect Dark, Vanquish for E3.
Yes.
Microsoft.
Yes.
Oh, more Ori. More Ori in the Blind Forest, man.
Now you're talking. Yeah,
but K-Mega like to hear that, right?
2019.
All them shits is dog shit. That's I get hype over that garbage.
But when it comes to my prediction on the Sony side,
hold on.
That's a little bit kind of hard because I really, like I said, Sony don't know which way they're going, so I don't know which way they would go. I don't think they can show more exclusives because they really don't have nothing left in their catalog to give you.
New IPs, bro.
They gave you everything they had, but they do have what's that game? That Samurai game that's coming out. That doesn't mean that's going to be good.
You'll see more Days Gone for sure.
Can I finish? Can I finish? Damn.
Pay the bills. Pay the bills.
$5 said, bring back Blinks. Phil, Axeman, Spencer. That's the least you can do after killing it off.
Get the fuck out of here with Blinks gone.
No, we don't need to do that.
They gave you Voodoo Vince.
All right, go ahead. Finish.
On Sony things, Ghost of Tsushima, whatever.
Tsushima, get it right, my nigga. Stop playing with me, bro.
We don't know what the hell it's going to be, so we can't really count on that. But we'll see what happens with that. I mean, presentation wise, you know they're gonna show it presentation wise, but that don't mean anything when it comes to a Sony game. But Last of Us 2 is probably going to be the best game they show. I think that's going to be the best game they show. Days Gone, I'm still not sold on that at all. Nothing I've seen on that has sold me, but it got delayed, so maybe they could change my mind this year. Outside of that, I don't know what else Sony can really do besides, like Alex said, show you a Slim and give you more gameplay. I mean, they don't really have anything else left to show.
VR,
maybe the developers of Killzone might be working on something new. Who knows? I think they said they were. Maybe we'll see that. Outside of that, we kind of running to the end of the rope when it comes to what Sony can really give you left on the PS4.
Yeah,
so,
I can agree with him on that. I agree with him.
I don't really know. That's what makes it scary.
Spider-Man.
They getting ready for the next generation, bro.
But when it comes to Nintendo,
you hear this shit, K-Mega?
When it comes to Nintendo,
Poster, you don't even own another console. Shut the fuck up, bro.
When it comes to Nintendo though at E3, I think they're probably gonna have the strongest showing, I believe, because they have a lot more to show than the other two.
They treehouse gonna be full. So, their little treehouse gonna be full.
Shit. Little treehouse.
Yeah, treehouse.
You mean the treehouse stream that gets more views than anything else that gets viewed at E3? You mean that?
Treehouse. Yeah, the treehouse.
Oh, you mean that?
Little treehouse.
Oh, you mean that little treehouse? It's funny how that little treehouse gets more views than the rest of everything else. But anyway, like I was saying, With games like Super Smash Brothers that has yet to be revealed, and games like Bayonetta 3 that has yet to be revealed, and games like Metroid Prime 4 has yet to be revealed, and games like Fire Emblem that has yet to be revealed, I think they're pretty much gonna have the dominating presence at E3. I don't think Microsoft or Sony can really match what they're gonna do because they literally have games that are exclusive to their platforms that nobody has seen yet, and these are very high caliber games and very, very strong.
Yeah, they're sequels to previous games, of course. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and what is that supposed to mean?
No, that's just me. Yeah, we know we're gonna get a Mario this. We know we're gonna get.
Nah. When did you hear me say Mario? I didn't say Mario about anything.
We already know from the previous IPs that we're gonna get sequels to those games.
Oh, okay. What is that supposed to mean, though?
I think they're gonna get some Joy-Con accessories, one with a camera, and I mean, because I've seen the little articles and stuff like that shows that stuff. I mean,
yeah, you might get a few accessories, but
it's totally different, man.
But that doesn't change the fact.
I would hope that Nintendo gives us a better online.
And of course, they're going to show the online. The online is launching in September, so they're going to show that too. Whatever it is.
For the record, you might have to set up a debate.
Von Lamont says Sony probably going to show the first Red Dead gameplay and maybe announce Horizon Zero Dawn 2. No, Red Dead gameplay. When the last time you seen Rockstar at E3?
Oh no, but Sony has this.
Yeah, but they got the Rockstar
game every time. When the last time you seen Rockstar at E3?
Right.
GTA.
Yeah, we'll see.
Stage.
We'll see.
It was on Sony stage.
I think the last time I seen Rockstar at E3 was probably when Sony came out and announced Agent. You know, the game that never came out.
Yeah.
Rockstar doesn't do I'm saying it's not because like I'm saying anything about the marketing and anything. Rockstar doesn't do E3. Rockstar does whatever the fuck they want because they're Rockstar.
Yeah.
People gonna buy that shit regardless. They don't need E3.
Yo, why does nigga always sound like he got an attitude though? This nigga always like sound like a bitch. There you go.
I think we got it.
Rockstar. I don't think Rockstar gonna be E3. They're not gonna all of a sudden change up what they do. They Rockstar.
Hey, it seems like I see another debate coming.
They just going.
I just want to address. I seen this like in the chat for some reason. People are typing ports. I don't know what.
Yeah, Jay Fonzarelli, man, y'all need
what sequel? I don't know what an all new game equal to a port. I don't understand that. I'm trying to figure that out. I don't understand what that means.
Come on for the Switch.
Yeah, Bayonetta 3 is not a port. Smash Brothers is a brand new game. That's not a port. Fire Emblem is a brand new installment. That's not a port. So I don't know what all these ports.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what port I want to see, and that's GTA 5. In some kind of way, they can get that port.
Nah, I don't think it's necessary. It ain't necessary.
I mean, I think
it's too late in the game.
It's not necessary. Let's just go to the next one.
Necessary, but you got to realize, right? A lot of the guys who are on the fence about the Switch. Their biggest complaint is, I want the big games. I want the COD. I want the GTAs. If you
that's another thing. That's another thing I was going to get to before y'all started acting crazy. I think you're going to see a lot of bigger major third-party games coming out for the Switch. You're already seeing the trend because you already had Dark Souls remastered. You already had South Park be announced. You have all these third-party games starting to be announced, and the rumors have been going wild for the last few months that people are porting their games over to Switch. So it wouldn't surprise me you see Call of Duty 4. Yep. It wouldn't not Call of Duty 4, but Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Excuse me. It won't surprise me if you see Tomb Raider. That won't surprise me either.
Wolfenstein 2 coming.
Wolfenstein 2 is still coming too, so it wouldn't surprise me. I think you're gonna see probably 80% of the big third-party games that's released in this fall are gonna be on Switch. Yeah, I just feel like that's what's gonna happen.
Look, man, Rachel Maddow's out. I'm getting the hell out of here, man. I can't hear listen to no more of this Nintendo talk.
Oh shit!
I bet you can because the truth hurts you.
Hell yeah! It's like a dagger
to his listen to that truth.
I gotta listen to some
Peace out, K-Mega.
Get the fuck out of here.
Did you get fired today?
You old nigga.
Check it out, man.
Damn, Xbox cannot take a L, bro. They can't take it. It's hard, bro.
GRG podcast tomorrow.
Mega.
Man.
That's here, BGST.
He's gonna have a whole bunch of lies tomorrow. Go watch.
You know what? I ain't worried about it. Y'all gonna sit there and y'all gonna go ahead and record.
He gonna be y'all niggas just hype men. Y'all ain't even the real niggas.
Y'all the hype men. Gonna be
y'all don't even do the show.
That sweet tender.
Y'all the nigga repeating what the main nigga saying.
You know. Man, but you know what I'm saying? Shit. Hey man, make a video. When you make another video, Alex, make sure
I got you. I got heat coming.
Yeah, I'm working. You got that.
I got a whole new channel.
That new.
I got you. I'm gonna show you how to pump out real content.
You gonna show me how to pump what? Pump gas?
I'm gonna show you, boy.
That's right.
We don't spread lies.
You ain't got a car.
We don't spread lies. Yeah, you don't have a car coming to New York, baby. You don't need a car in New York. You live in the burbs. You live next to cows and mooses, my nigga. You need a car. You need it. You can't even live a day out here. They'll snatch your ass up, throw you in the river somewhere. Get out of here, you hillbilly. Don't spread the lies, nigga. Mega lies. They gonna call this nigga L Mega. Mega lies. Get out of here. Go watch your grandpa's show, Mega. See ya. See you on the next life. Get out of here, bro.
Little hoe ass cake.
Yeah, we know. Dun, 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 dun. Go. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, gas, you ain't got no car. Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Y'all crazy, man.
The Multiplayer Podcast. Ain't no other podcast fucking with the Multiplayer Podcast, man. You get it all here. Hit the like button, man. And shout out to everybody, all the members on the panel. My brother Alex, man, the most dangerous pony in the world. Now you see why they call Alex the most dangerous.
I gotta pop up from time to time, show some love.
Real, man.
I'm taking these niggas spots, man.
He's
the nigga that popped up when Baron was talking.
Unlike you, post up. I own other consoles, and I like the Switch, so I can't come at him.
Okay,
again,
like,
if I'm
what
fucking
does
being
the Switch have to do with the shit he was talking about PlayStation?
That's his opinion. But y'all niggas are fake gamers.
None of that shit.
Y'all say y'all own other consoles, but you don't play them.
So he running off with the goalpost. He's switching the energy onto us because he don't want to combat anything Baron said.
Because I be contradicting myself. You see, the difference. I be contradicting myself. How long I've been on this show representing the Switch for? Since it came out. Since the day it came out. You don't even own that enough. Go play that Cody you've been playing and go finger yourself, homie. Get out of here.
Oh my god.
Cody fire.
You've been saying some suspect shit all show, nigga.
Shut up, T-Pain. This nigga like T-Pain.
Saying some suspect shit all the show, nigga.
This nigga got no bass in his voice and he look like T-Pain. He got no bass in his voice.
Nigga, you limping.
You sound like you 70, nigga. Get out of here. Baby Z. Nigga got dreads too. Baby Z.
How you bigger than me and you still walk everywhere, nigga? You walk all the time. All the sides of your shoes, the tread on the left side is worn the fuck out.
Show you they cost more than anything in your room, homie. Let's do it.
Does it cost more than my fire baby house? No. Down.
You don't want this smoke. I'll kill this nigga real fast.
A dream, nigga.
Y'all gotta stop. My stomach hurt.
Hey, yo. In a dream. Shut your ass up.
We out here.
This nigga wears sandals to go to Walmart. Fuck out of here.
Oh man.
Bum ass nigga. His dread stink. Get out of here, nigga.